All right, here. Wow, my first time on live. Hello, hello, how are you? Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, oh, everybody's here. How's it going? Hi, everyone. How's it going? This is Artemis Lore. How are you? I don't go live, but I wanted to say hello to everybody. And yeah, that's about it. Chilled back. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just wanted to say hello to all of my witchy sisters, my spiritual people, and hoping that everybody's enjoying the Coven page and, you know, all of that good stuff. So, hello. Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, hello. Hey, Kate. Oh, everybody's here. What's up? What's up? Oh, I haven't been on here forever. I know. Wow. What's up? Yeah, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and, pop in and say hello and, just hope everybody is enjoying the Coven page. And I know there's a lot of different energies today. That last post that I put up, that definitely was exactly how I felt, because I do post things that I feel. And, like my favorite one is Megan the Doll. Because that new moon, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I usually post, how I feel. And I always say there's like a whole story on the Coven page. So, it's, and a lot of times how I'm feeling is how others are feeling at the same time too. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, I'm kind of shy. I'm more shy on this app than I am. Now, YouTube, you go over there, I'm talking mess. Instagram is like my home. That's where I started. So I'm like way more laid back. TikTok, me and Kay, we go back. We know TikTok can be a heavy place. So I'm not always on here. But, I just said, okay, I'll go on here, say hello, save a video in case my witchy sisters, missed it. And, there was one thing that I wanted to say that I mentioned on Instagram Live the other day. Now, I know I said this before, like some months ago, and I do understand that everybody is not our friend and people attack us spiritually. But I just have that type of heart where I believe there are good people in the spiritual communities. And you guys, sorry, I have like a lash or something like that. You guys have, kind of helped me come out of my shell, and I can feel stuff from people. And I know there are a lot of good people on this app. There are a lot of people that helped me, like I said, and I'll say it again, when I was going through a tough time. And so, I just kind of feel like, damn, what is this? I got hair and, lashes everywhere. I just kind of feel like, it was more honorable for me to at least say hello and thank you to everyone again, always. So that's about it. Okay, so we got Kate in the room. So how has everybody been? Since the blood moon, I posted that whole thing. Since the blood moon, the eclipses, the retrogrades, how has everybody been with all of that? Because I know some days I was tired. Some days I was angry. Some days I was doing shadow work. Some days I just didn't feel like doing anything. Some days I had a lot of energy. It's just been like, I'm like, okay, what's really going on? Good. You doing good? Hey, Muhammad, how's it going? How's it going? I'm going to pull one of these oracle cards. I might be on here for a while. So actually, let me light this dragon's blood sage. I am really shy, but it's time for me to come out of my shell. I'm not the type of person that makes a lot of videos of me talking to the screen. You won't see that. Much better. First days were rough. Yeah, and you know what? You guys know we have another eclipse coming up too. So that's the other. So this is why I've been like, burning herbs. Me and my brother, look, cleaning the house, cleansing. Lighting my, got my altar together and stuff like that. Because it's so much energy. I'm just rolling through, doing my little spells. I started going back to just basic candle magic. So you guys saw like my money candle and the self-love mirror reflection thing that I did. I really needed to do that for myself. And I like to, motivate people because we kind of get stuck and we forget sometimes about just like, just basic stuff. Am I supposed to, it keeps telling me to swipe to see more comments. And then it tells me, see, I'm not used to all of this. Now I'm trying to, okay, hold on. Keep members active. Now what do I do? Can I go back? Oh my goodness. Why are the comments so big? Okay, there it is. I'm sorry. I'm not used to TikTok at all. Let's pull a card. These are some oracle cards. Let me cleanse them a little bit here. Let's pull a card. Maybe card of the day. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is good. Make room. Create space to welcome positive change into your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future you are creating. That's a good card. This is what I need to hear right here. Thank you for following me. Yeah, no problem. What I try to do is I try to follow everybody that follows this page. You know how sometimes you go to people's pages and they have like thousands of followers and they're only following like 200? That's not me. I'm trying to follow everybody that's following me to show the same love. And if you notice, when I scroll through TikTok, I'm liking you guys' videos. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a dog, a cat, a candle, just a phrase for the day. I'm liking it. And trust me, I watch it all the way through, or at least halfway, before I start skipping to another video to show love back. Okay. And I know that a couple of months ago, you guys saw me do that whole, stop being scared of showing your stuff. And I just, I came out. I didn't say anything because I'm shy, but I came out and I showed like my altar and, me out in nature and stuff like that. Thank you. Oh, hey, sis. I didn't even see you in here. Hey, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was for a reason because, a lot of us, we're scared to show ourselves to the world, whether sometimes we're getting attacked spiritually or we're just shy. We don't do things like that. And I said, it's time for me to just go ahead and stop hiding myself from you guys. I do, share a lot of videos, and that's really for the collective. And that last one, the very recent one that I did with that guy doing karaoke, I actually took that from from somewhere else, a different social media platform, but it fit just like exactly right now the way I feel. And I'm just like, I'm doing shadow work like, this is my last resort, so that's, thank you. Thank you so much, Adriana. Thank you. That was definitely me. And I was like, I have to post this because I'm like, this, what are we in Aries? Let me see something. Hold on. Cause I'm feeling it all the way. And I'm like, I feel like fire coming off of me. And I've been trying to like maintain and relax and all of that stuff. But I swear this energy got me like, oh, I'm like, okay, one more person test me. Okay, stop it. Everybody's so testy now. Oh, the Aries energy. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys the truth. So I am actually a Taurus. I'll tell you what I am. I'm a Taurus. I am a Cancer moon and a Libra rising. But I swear, maybe it's that Ophiuchus sign that was taken out. I don't know. But I swear I feel like an Aries because I'll be ready to pop off in a minute. And a lot of times when I'm getting upset about something, it's just like, what's right? What's just? What's justice? I'm kind of like there with it. So yeah, that Aries energy, I'm like, man, my last resort. You're gonna make me, I'm such a nice, cool person until people just like test me. I'm like, quit messing with me, dang. I'm trying to be cool, trying to make everybody laugh and smile, you know. Angela French, hello, how are you? But for the most part, I'm pretty cool and laid back. It's just the energies, that's all. And I know on the top, I do have an announcement. So I know on the top of my page, you guys saw me at Beltane last year with the group of witches. That's happening again. And I will be posting a video if I can. They're kind of private, but they're actually some really, really cool people. And I had fun. Like I jumped over the fire. We did like a whole ritual and, the pole and, the whole thing. So I look forward to doing that again. And I think it's very important that there's, the fact that they accepted me, no discrimination about my skin color, who I am, or anything like that. They welcomed me and gave me so much love. I had so much fun. So if you guys go back to the Coven page, the first page, look at the middle one at the top, and you guys will see me with them out there. And I had a lot of fun. I am that type of person. Aquarius, sun. Oh, yeah. Wow. Air. Hello, sister. Hey, how's it going? Hello, everybody. Hi, Julio, Aussie. Hey, what's going on? Feel free to share with arrow and bottom right to the story of friends. It's free. Blessings. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I don't know what else to say. I was just like, I'm going to come on here and say hi. I did a live on Instagram the other day, but my Wi-Fi, my phone was like really glitchy. And I was going to throw it on YouTube, but it was, I might go back and try to edit that. But what I was saying about the event, I think it's good for us to learn about different practices and learn from other people. I'm a solitary witch, but at the same time, I like to learn different types of spirituality from different people. And that's why the Coven page is so open. You'll see something spiritual or about planets or about witchy stuff. I'm just like that. I'm glad I caught you too. I'm glad you caught me too. Yay. So yeah, I'm pretty open like that. I'm just here to, because, and it's hard too, as a solitary practitioner. I'll give you guys a little background of me. Again, my name is Artemis Lore. I run the Coven page. It's the Coven page, but it's actually just me posting. And my spiritual journey started at a really hard, difficult point in my life. I tried the Christianity, though. That was where like the worst days for me. Those people didn't treat me. They just didn't treat me like family. I was left out of a lot of stuff, just to myself, And then I became a Buddhist, and I was a part of SGI USA out here in Los Angeles, and they were too suffocating. And I had this huge Gohanzon and, all these, Japanese words, and it just, I don't know, it didn't make sense, but I did love chanting. I did love the Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. That was my favorite part. But the rest of it is they were too, they would show up to my house sometimes without calling. They're like, we're your family now. Knock, knock, knock. I'm like, wait. Hold on. I was baptized at 32, Lordy Goddess, all faiths, Twaj, love and healing, Kundalini. Wow, I can relate, very cultist. Oh yeah, no, they did, brother. Oh, they did. Like my mentor and, the people, they would come with like huge, oranges and stuff. And they would just come to the door and be like, well, we haven't heard from you, so we need to know how you're doing. And I'm like, excuse me. Okay, hold on. So I wasn't prepared for that. Will, me, and Daniel make up. Well, I'm not doing readings right now. So All of the stuff that I do are, you know, in my links was Pentecostal for 35 years. Oh, okay. So, then I said, I had another difficult moment in my life. And, you know, brother, because I talked about this in my book. I have a book. I'll show you guys the book. I have a book on Amazon. It's really basic. I didn't go to a publisher, so don't expect, like I literally just typed this up and then just threw it on Amazon. I don't know if you guys seen my book, and I'll show you the book. For a first book, I think I did pretty good. I don't have a lot of reviews because it's like, I need to go to a publisher and get it done correctly, but I did my best. So this is called Learn Witchcraft from a Different Perspective by Artemis Lore. And in this, you know, I explained, the different things that I went through. And I also have a story on how I found Wicca and witchcraft and how I got into this. And it just all came so naturally to me. And it really, really helped me. Like today, you know, I'm gonna just be honest. I got in an argument with somebody. I wasn't feeling good. This is not the way that I want to bring in my spring equinox, my Ostara. It's just not the way I want to bring it in. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just tell you this real quick. And publisher is looking for 4 new authors, all witches. Yeah, exactly. All witches are not Wiccan. And I think I found that out the hard way, trying to fit in that little box. And I was like, I'm so interested in so many things. I gotta come up out this box. But anyway, I'm happy that I am open like that, because the things that I did today, I would not have known how to do if I wasn't, you know, into this path. And maybe I was always supposed to be like this, but I didn't know it since I was a little girl. And I'm just now coming out as an adult. But as far as like, and everybody's not into meditation, but like meditation, candle magic, I showed my brother my setup today, candle magic, cleansing the house, burning herbs, doing the herbal bath and stuff like that. I wouldn't have known how to do that to get over, tough days like this, or using spiritual alchemy to say, you know what, I might have had a bad day earlier, but I wanted to, alchemize myself so I could come on here, introduce myself, right? And then just go ahead and be able to talk to you guys, because I wasn't about to let that mess up my live stream that I had planned. So in this book, I share, kind of like my story, a little bit on how I got into Hoodoo as well, just through my ancestors and stuff. I didn't know anything about it at the time. That happened naturally as well. I am not what you think I am. You are good. Okay. Oh, okay. Giggles. Yeah. I'm trying to read, make sure, girl, I have co-authored 4 books. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you for saying that about my book. Yeah, if you can help me go to a publisher, because to be honest, I didn't just do it with this book. I got 2 other books up there, and I have another one on water magic. None of them, I didn't go through a publisher on any of them. I just what I did was I just raw typed it and just made sure the grammar was good. And I let go. That was it. I put some pictures on there and I said, okay, because I have like 3 books of shadows. I have notes and stuff from like 2019 and stuff like that. And I tried to pull out my notes, my books of shadows, my grimoires, and put stuff together without sharing all of my personal stuff that I do, but just enough so people can learn just like basic. Because, a lot of people, they're like, oh, your stuff is so basic. And I'm like, you know what? It's about time to go back to basic. It's okay to be basic. It's okay to be basic, Get a candle, throw some herbs on it. Look, go ahead and do what you got to do. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. So when I get off the live, link up with me because I need help, I need help and I need something affordable. So today I did and I'm looking down here because understand I have like an altar set up here. I got my main altar there. I'll show you guys that. I got a lot going on there. There's food on there and everything. I got another one there. I do a lot in here. So that's just, I just try to keep stuff, together and everything. Let me kind of move this a little bit. So yeah, but that's it really. I just wanted to say hello. I really appreciate my spiritual sisters getting me through that hard time, and we won't really talk about it. Cade knows what happened, but I made it through that. And there were some things on Instagram I talked about. I'm not going to talk about here. Just understand that a lot of us, we're way more powerful than we think, especially when we get scared or our backs up against the wall. We don't know what type of spiritual protection we really, really have until something happens that jolts us, and, so that's the whole thing about it is, understand that, even if you're quiet, you have no idea. You might be quadruply protected and don't even know it. Somebody treats you wrong. Next thing you know, their whole life is going down the drain. You didn't even know. My IG is Artemisia. Oh, well, should I type it in here? Let me see. Comment. I can comment. Okay. So my IG is Artemisia, for lore. So let me put that for LORE. That's me on IG. And that's actually the best way to talk to me, because then I'm like, I could text. I'm on there a lot. I've watched people who have done me wrong disappear. Yes, that's where I'm at right now. And, it's so funny because, my spirit team, is like, Lilith would be like, just put them in a jar. And then my ancestors would be like, oh, don't worry about it, boo-boo. We got you. And I'm like, okay. So, my thing is like, well, why don't I let my spirit team take care of it, and I'll just focus on manifesting and doing spiritual alchemy and bringing in, self-love and money or whatever it is I need if I'm having a difficult situation, and, let them take care of the rest. I don't have to do, it takes a lot for me to have to do a lot, because first of all, my tools are for me. If I got to pull out a whole bunch of tools to make somebody respect me, I just rather not deal with them. That's my thing. Got used by Sprite. Oh, okay. Not spirit. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a dragon. I love this. Look at that. Oh. Oh, thank you. That was so cute. I love dragons. I have this is one of my goddesses. She has a dragon, a little baby dragon wrapped around her. I'll tell you about her later, but she has a name, and there's a book about her actually that I wrote. I'll tell you guys about her later. But yeah. The other thing about it is, you're Gen X rapper. Oh, okay. Thank you. The other thing about me is, so I've been doing this for 5 years, and I do know a lot, but I don't rush myself to know everything. On Instagram, I mentioned something about not being like an encyclopedia as far as like, every single practice or every single goddess and stuff like that. I purposely did that to learn. And, you work with one, you see if it works, or maybe one calls onto you, a patron or a deity, a goddess calls you, and, you work with that for a while. And not just, jump from here to here to here to here to here to here. So I like to do that. I stick with, which spirits I'm working with for a while, and learn about them. And before I go on to, another one, or, I just feel that's just me. So there's a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm still learning on purpose. Because I don't think this is a rushed process. I mean, by the time I get to my 20th year, I think I'll feel a little more, complete. But right now I'm like a I'm like a student, really. Okay, I'm going to put this right back under Artemis. She definitely protects my space. So, and then what about you guys? So what do you do, or what do you, I'm not going to say what do you believe in, because we're not about to go down that route. But like, what do you do? Just, period. Like, tell me about you a little bit. And, I told you about me, what's going on. What type of things do you like to do? I like nature magic. I like nature magic a lot. It really calms me. It helps me get back in tuned. I like to do circle casting. I like to do circle casting, kind of old school stuff. I will go out into nature. You guys have seen me. I put that hut out there. I was out there in the desert. I was for real. So what I did was I felt around, just for the energy for a spot. That was the first thing I did. And I said, this got to be the spot. And I said, okay, well, the other thing I had to do is I had to use my phone, because I kind of lost which way was north, south, east, and west to call on 4 directions. I figured that out, and I did a bowl of water in the west. I think I put a smudge bundle in the east. I made like a little fire pit in the south, and then I had a plant in the north, and I just called up all 4 directions. And the next thing, oh, hey, this is so cute. Thank you. The next thing I know, I had like a raven or something flying over my circle, but I recorded that because I'm dropping it on a private class, how to do stuff like that, connect with nature. I love going to nature. So, every now and then you'll see me at a waterfall or in the forest or something like that. Because I'm like, I just have to have the full experience. I can't just sit here and do candle magic all day. You know what I'm saying? I have to meet people, be out, be social, learn about different things. Maybe there's something about my craft that I didn't know was the correct way to do, or, a different way to do stuff. And going out to nature. Oh, this is cool. Oh, Deshauna. Oh, hey, sister, what's going on? Hey. Yeah. So I'm just, thank you so much. I'm just trying to be as well-rounded as possible. There's another thing about, man, you guys got me talking. I didn't think I was going to talk this much. There's another thing about me, and I know you guys have seen it and felt it. I believe this year, more than any other year, I have embraced my darkness completely. But then still have a lot of, love for people, a little bit of light, not too much light. Like I told you guys, I put it straight up. I did a whole little video about when I tried to be a light worker. The worst thing is it was the worst. It was the worst. But I did understand some parts of it, but fully embracing all parts of yourself and understanding exactly who you are. That's, it's a good thing to know who you are. Just off the line. Oh, hey, sister. Oh, Witches of Southeast. You made it. Woo woo. I was hoping you caught the live. So I'm glad you're here. You actually mean a lot to me, because you've been supporting me, and so does Deshauna. A lot of people on here really, really supported me, like, oh, it's not cringe. Go on, stop saying it's cringe. I'm like, yeah, I know, all nervous and, all of that stuff. But yeah, I need to come out of my shell and stop being so worried about stuff. I haven't shown a lot of my stuff because I'm like, oh, I don't know, how this is going to be. And then the goddess is like, you better go ahead. And I'm like, okay, calm down. You put it on, put it out there. She comes out. So I'm starting to come out. And I might have more videos of me just talking. I might do that too from now on, from time to time. I get caught up in my words because I'm so nervous right now. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I really am. So yeah, I just started getting back to basic stuff. So did that self-love. Now, even though I did the self-love spell on the blood moon, I did do some like me and this cauldron went a long way. I had some things and some people and some situations I needed to burn down to the ground. Okay. So I could have a good year. I was like, that's it, you know? So I did do that, but I just want to, just be me. And this, to be honest, like the burning the herbs and boils and stuff. This is like every week for me. I'm on it. And let me tell you why. I know a few months ago, I'm looking at you guys thanks for the hearts. We did the whole get back into your craft, and we had like that gangster thug music. Oh, I wasn't playing. Once I dropped that video, I was not playing. I was in here like, I'm going to do it. Okay. I had my circle and my pinnacle down here. I wasn't playing games. I was like, I'm tapping back in. I don't care, and my witchy sisters, I'm like, come on. Cause people out here, they be playing with us. We have such good hearts and people be playing, man. I'm like, don't be playing. I got some things in my life I'm trying to take care of. People getting all in my way, man, shoot. I better get back to my craft. I'm calling on the goddess, Hecate, yes. Hecate, Lilith, yes. My nerves with this stuff, it'd be, and then also, there's political stuff going on. People are angry. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. Out here in Los Angeles, people are angry. They got attitudes. I have to keep a protection jar in my car. Now, let me tell you, I have to have stuff on me all the time. The energy out here, everybody's mad. Everybody's angry. Everybody, and I'm just like, it's too much. It's too much with this like negative energy just bouncing from person to person to person. And that's why a lot of times I'm here alone. Because I can't take a lot of that stuff. I'm like, people are on edge right now. So we have to do a lot of, protection magic and stuff like that. That's why I did that protection jar. I had that. I was in a zone. Once I'm doing my craft, I kind of get in kind of like a zone. I get really into it. And something told me just make your own candle and, just put it in. I think I had like a chicken foot in there. I had all type of stuff in there. I was like, man, people got to learn protection. And, people just be, people don't do people right sometimes. It's not right. Tarot cards, I don't really feel like I have a Facebook business page. I kind of, throw stuff up there every now and then. I do readings. I have clients, but I'm not so mainstream with it. It's just kind of like whoever needs help. That's where I'm at. So I'm not really I don't really pump it up. I guess I could pull a tarot card. I don't know. I always feel like tarot cards should be more personal and private. What do you guys think? Because see, now I'm scared. I don't know what to pull. But if I pull something, I'm just going to talk. Just what I feel. Just what I feel. And I'm not doing readings for everybody. I'm just trying to see. And hopefully it's not my own energy, because I know that happens to people sometimes. It's like, this is for the collective. Oop, this for me. It's like, uh-oh. Yeah. Let me see what I got here. I got some bay leaves over there I need to burn. And let me just clear the deck. Hopefully that cleared it. And I'm not looking. Wish me luck. Well, you know what? We're going to take it how it is. Needing self-reflection. A lot of people need self-reflection right now. That Two of Cups is a relationship card, right? A lot of people need self-reflection so they could go ahead and make their relationship work. But see, a lot of people don't want to change. They don't want to change. They're very like, no, this is who I am. You have to accept me for who I am. You need to change in the year of karma and the 9. Hello? Like, we're not doing, this is not 2024. It's 2025. Change, make up, change, do something, before you end up losing your lover. Hello? Because I'm quick to walk away from somebody. I'm like, you giving me problem? Bye. See ya. I got my craft. I got my witchy sisters. I got my spiritual stuff. Let me burn some dragon's blood. I'm not playing that this year. I don't have time for the drama. I just don't have time for the drama anymore. That's why my videos keep getting like hard. You guys are like, everybody's laughing like, this girl, yeah, that's me. Because I'm getting tired of some stuff. This is what, 2 of Cups? I don't know why people don't want to change. Why not? What's wrong with, it's not like, I know a lot of people like, I don't have to change for nobody. You don't, but you don't have to put somebody else through it. Okay, that's how I feel. Like, don't come over here with this mess. Hello? Man. Look at the emoji like, bro, I know. People are just content. And I did have somebody this year that was like, you just don't want to accept me for who I am. I'm like, you're bipolar. Let me help you, or help yourself. Okay? I don't know how many times I repeated that, and then they'll come confessing to change. They always come back. They always come back. Oh, I apologize. Oh, you were right. Oh, la, 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 la. I'm like, okay. But at the same time, okay, so this self-reflection, let's be fair and honest. So it's not only the other person, it's also ourselves. I've been trying to reflect on myself, and I've been trying to change little things about myself, like my own shadow work. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to do that too, just for myself. So it's not always somebody else. You have to look at yourself too. That's why it's called reflection. It's like a mirror. You want to make sure that you're doing that as well, and not always blaming everything on somebody else. So that's, that's the thing too. Hey, Bianca. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the live. I turn into Auntie Dashana. Oh yeah. Cause people want to come back. So yeah, that's the thing about this. It's not just one person. It's both people. And I think that when you do find couples that are willing to make that change, they actually can, even if it's not, it doesn't always have to be a couple. It could just be like a partnership or a friendship. These relationships can stay together longer if people work with each other. But when you have people, it's like, I'm not. It's like, okay, well, or family. Oh, I don't want to talk about family right now. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that video I posted with the crayons? And the black crayon? That black crayon was me. Yep. No, it's okay. No. Well, when I say not family right now, I'm seeing a lot of people who are complacent. They just don't want to change. They just want to continue treating people like crap because they're like, oh, this is a family. You know how we do. And I'm like, not with me. So, especially I'm getting older. I'm growing up, and, people need to respect people as adults. And I'm not seeing a lot of that within my family and within the communities. And I'm just like, okay. I don't know what to tell people. Sometimes I have to take my hands off of people. Now, when I take my hands off of people, when I say that, I mean, like, I'm not talking, or I'm going silent, or we're just not doing this anymore. It really affects them because I'm a really good-hearted person. It's like you ever hear this witchy thing about taking your protection off of somebody? It really affects them. So I think if we are so valuable to people, people should, treat us like a jewel, like a gem, instead of like we're just a throwaway. And, we're very special. We're very highly intuitive, loving, gifted healers. So, I mean, I just don't get it. Hey, Vibes. Hey, what's going on? So, all of this is being revealed, this year within a lot of people. All of this is being revealed this year. Reflection, family, relationships, anger, hurt, pain, shadow work, crying, our craft, what part of, where we are spiritually, the type of things we like, the type of things we don't like, and nobody's hiding anymore. That's the thing about it. Nobody's hiding anymore. People don't have a problem spazzing off and letting the world know, hey, this is not my cup of tea. The great clearing. Yeah, sister. Yeah, the great clearing, the purge. The purge. And, somebody last year kind of mentioned that. And I was like, yeah, right. It's no purge. And then this year happened. And I was like, oh, first it was out here in LA with the fires. And I was like, what? I just kept asking the goddess to protect me. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I know that they want, the Olympics out here. Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be, featured at the Olympics, and, they have all these plans, but between the mayor and the governor of California, I have no idea what they're doing. They seem like they're just clueless. I don't know what they're doing, but that's just out here. But when we talk about the Great Clearing, sister, we talking about the whole world. We talking about the whole, just all, Mother Earth, all of the people, period. I feel like that's going on right now. And a lot of people feel like it's necessary. A lot of people feel like it's necessary, or, we're on the new earth, or, we broke through the matrix and the matrix is crumbling and breaking down. There's a lot of ways to interpret this. It's been a wild ride, a lot of tragedy, sadness, and rage. It has. And, even if it's not happening directly to us, we can feel it because we are spiritual people. We can feel energy. I've had some days where I'm just like, why am I so tense today? I feel like my shoulders are like this, like I'm walking around like this. And it's just that shared energy. So I have to do a lot of calming down and, do my stuff at my altar, and, because it's off the chain. It's off the chain. The energy is off the chain. So, and it's also hard for empaths, especially if you're like a dark empath like me, because they feel everything. They feel everything. Hey, Peggy, what's going on? So, yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. So what I'll do, remember, sister, I told you that I would record this live, and then I will save some, and I'll put a snippet on the Coven page. So I'll find something we talked about here, and I'll, do like a 30-second, 1-minute snippet at some point. It doesn't have to be now. It could be in a couple of days. I've been posting a lot of stuff on the Coven page lately. And when TikTok went on a blackout, ever since then, I haven't really trusted the app. So whatever ideas come to mind, I'm like, I'm just going to throw it out there, hurry up and share so everybody can enjoy, have a laugh, or, or whatever. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. So yeah, I guess I'll pull one more card, and then I'll just go ahead and go. But I just wanted to say hello. It's been a while, and it's been a bumpy ride this year, but we woke up this morning. So that's something to be grateful for. It's really hard to be grateful and thankful for stuff when things are just so all over the place. But I try to find something to be thankful for. I'm glad I woke up this morning, alive and well. All right. So I'll pull one more card, and we'll just kind of finish off like that. Okay. And let me just see what I get here. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. So I'm not looking. Oh, good. Okay. So we got the 10 of Cups. All right. So I want to say, what do you guys think about the 10 of Cups? I kind of feel like, at the end of all of this, at the end of all the crying, the sadness, the hurt, the pain, just kind of releasing that energy will kind of just, relieve people of a little bit of stress, and they'll feel like there may be something to look forward to finally, or maybe just, I want to say, when I see this card, I feel like, just kind of like being at peace and having more opportunities in their lives. Yeah, I think that's really what, people were looking forward to this year. And it probably didn't just, go exactly the way people wanted it to go. But eventually, we just got to stick through it. When I think about sticking through it, I'll say this and then I'll go. Some of the spirits that I worked with, when I first started working with them, or when they first called on to me, they tricked me, like trickster spirits. And some of them I stopped working with, but a couple of them I stayed through the storm, through, the tests, the trials and tribulations, because I needed to learn. And that's what I think about sometimes, is like, sometimes we got to hang in there through the storm or through the fire, we got to hang in there. So right now we're going through like the big test. And I think about that. If I associate it with my craft, that's how I think about it. So, yeah. But anything else you guys wanted to talk about before I head off of here? This was really nice. I didn't expect it to be so cool, but you guys are really cool. And thank you, as I always say, thank you for accepting me for who I am. I really appreciate it. Hey, Monica, how's it going? And if you have any questions, just inbox me. If you have Instagram, that's that's the best place. I mean, any of the apps are good. I mean, I answer, but Instagram, I'm more like right there. TikTok, I come on, I leave. I come on, I leave. It's a lot more here, but I'm always here. I'm always around. I might be quiet. I'm really quiet, but I'm around usually. So, and I got this, what is this thing called? What is that? The hand drum. It's not a drum. It's like metal that the guy is playing. I don't know. It's just cool. I just wanted to play that in the back. I've been playing that for the past hour. It's really mellow. So, all right, you guys. Well, once again, this is Artemis Lore from the Coven page. I hope you've been really enjoying the Coven page, and that's all I really have to say. I mean, it's so glad to see you too, sister. It's so glad to see you too. And I'm glad you stayed up and you made it. Get some rest if you can. And, if I find something else wild, I'll definitely post it. Because I'm like, I'm just like, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way on certain days or certain moons and stuff like that. Okay, you have a great night too. Bye, everybody. I can't even talk. Bye. Blessed be. See ya. Bye. Toodles. Love, love. Bye. Let's see if I can end this. I don't even know how to end it. Oh my goodness. Is it going to go away? No, it's going to keep recording. Okay, here it is. End now.